Right guys, welcome to a stream. So yeah, just a quick one. So you'll probably see in the background there. So yeah, just basically a quick video actually. It was just showing you how can you start streaming, what do I do to sort of get OBS going. The thumbnails, which I'm not particularly good on. Yeah, I sort of do a quick thumbnail every time before I stream. And basically it's usually an image of the game, some previous gameplay I've done, or even a thumbnail I can get a license to then sort of copy and yeah, update. So yeah, before we get started, guys, I do apologise for the buzz cut. So that's another story. But yeah, we'll get straight onto it now. So yeah, so you can go onto like a licensed sort of thing, and you can get, when you buy the game, there's images you can get if you get some editions of games. So stuff like Test Drive I've had. Let's have a think. Dead Island 2. Sometimes when you buy sort of like the gold editions, it's the same like Riders Republic as well. So they send you sort of images you can use, image packs, that sort of stuff, and then there's images you can use through websites which are available. So yeah, so we'll get straight on now, and I'll just show you. So what I was going to do is just set up some just some sort of examples. I think all the sound should be all right then, and then it was just sort of the OBS. So I'll keep looking on my phone as well, just to see if there's any comments. So let's have a look. Yeah, so I do apologise as well. I've not really had much time to do a lot of gameplay. So yeah, so let's just get straight into it, can't we? Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, I think it's working, isn't it? So yeah, so for example, this image, all I tend to do is, so if I just close that off, do it like that. So I've got OBS. So OBS is the main sort of driver. I think if it'll let me, yeah. So OBS is the main driver to all the streams. So I've been using OBS for a while. I've tried Streamlabs. I've tried a few different, yeah, a few different ones. I've had comments on previous ones, and one of the guys has said about the Prism, etc. But I've just kept with OBS just at the minute. I'm open to other, obviously, other sort of software you can use. So, but yeah, I've just dialed OBS in whilst I can. So, for example, we've got this image. A lot of the time, I've just got loads of different folders with images I've used before or updated. There's all sorts of different folders when I've been doing like the live streams or the Star Wars stuff or Days Gone. So you can do it with any image really. A lot of the time I'll just do it through Paint. It's so straightforward. And it's probably lazy actually, but it's one of those. It's a bit of a trade-off of just want to get streaming. When I get onto the computer, it's usually to stream. So I look at it as every sort of 10 minutes messing about with thumbnails, it's 10 minutes I've lost on the gameplay. So yeah, time's quite valuable actually to me on a weekend and in the week with work and family. So yeah, so for example on this one, I've got sort of images. If we want screenshots, I sort of know where everything sort of is. So I've got sort of like the live one on Paint. You can actually remove background, so if you wanted it like that, you can have it like that. And it's so straightforward. I know the quality is probably not 4K thumbnails, but it just gives you a quick idea on how I've actually done it. Obviously this is just another test one. I've got images like this which I've created just through apps, and I've always sort of used this one. I don't think we can remove the background or need to on that one now. So the only thing with Paint is it's an absolute disaster, to be honest, when it comes to moving in the text. It is such a basic program, but once you've sort of locked something in, so for example this one, once you've locked it in, you're pretty much stuck. Then you can't do anything. So you just need to be careful. And obviously there's different ones I've done, different texts I've created for different sort of streams. So yeah, really straightforward, to be honest. I don't tend to do anything too crazy. The background I had, because I used to do craft as well, and one of the softwares allowed you to remove backgrounds. I've now uninstalled that actually, which I should have probably kept because it was quite good for removing. So for example, if I put that one on, yeah, so it does actually remove it on Paint. So yeah, it just gives you an idea. You could probably take a picture of yourself, similar to the one, I've just lost it, haven't I? So similar to the one here. So that was just on a black screen, and then you can remove yeah, so that's pretty much as quick as it gets. It's so lazy, but yeah, it's just how I do things on the channel. Obviously, I do look at other thumbnails and get a bit jealous, but I'm not sure if people have paid for them or paid for software. There's a lot of thumbnail packs you can buy as well. But obviously, if you just want to do it cheap, just want to get streaming, obviously, the better the thumbnail, it does encourage gameplay, doesn't it? So when I've been doing Star Wars, remove the background, you get quite nice text like that. So yeah, so it's so straightforward and it's free. Paint's free, isn't it? So yeah, it is so simple to do. It's even when I've been doing sort of text like that. Yeah, it's just a way to get onto it. It probably looks a little bit nasty sometimes. I do hate some of the thumbnails and sometimes do change them after I've been live, but it's yeah, it's just how I do it. And once I'm on there, so we won't save that one, but you can see OBS is on there, so you'll probably notice there's a lot of streamers using OBS. So what I've sort of got there then is, let me have a look. Yeah, what I've got there is, so when it comes to OBS, I'm a bit of an OBS noob, to be honest. I don't do anything too technical. As long as I've got the image on and the mic working, I'm happy. So you can see at the bottom there, that's the mic, and you usually just add, there we go, game capture, audio out, input capture, output. So that's when you can desktop audio, or if it's the input, for example, if it was, is it output or input? Let's have a look. See, this is as good as yeah, so input is the mic then, isn't it? So you can then, for example, one, and then go on to the three dots, go on to properties, and then it usually gives you a list of what your mics are. So whether that's yeah, so yeah, just a quick one. We're basically just going through a bit of OBS, really, just on how. So I've done a bit of a bad image, so I was just showing everyone I actually do use Paint for everything. So it was basically just, for example, if I go onto an image, it could be any image, couldn't it? For example, one with nothing on. So that one, for example, crop that one. So that's a screenshot of a gameplay I've done. So simple. So yeah, and then all I do is mess about. So if it was that one, I can actually remove the background on Paint. I know it's not a good picture of me, but it's it just gives you a bit of an idea if you want to start messing about with Paint for thumbnails for YouTube. So yeah, it just gives you. And then obviously I've got ones like this as well, and the live one. So it is so simple. So let's have a look. And then obviously there's like subscribe buttons you can put on. You can put arrows on, text on, even like Star Wars, for example, which is a licensed. When, as I was saying before, when you buy some games, you do get some of the image packs as well with the games, which is pretty cool actually. So it's yeah, quite a good feature. So yeah, so if people want to start YouTube sort of on a, I wouldn't even say a budget, just for free. Obviously, there's a lot of content creators probably pay quite a lot of money for thumbnails, or even get other people to do them, pay them, and do it that way. So I do it quite straightforward and as easy as possible. So even like, just lost it, haven't I? It's too many. This is the problem. You start getting too many. But even like the live one, for example, put live there. If you remove the background, you can actually have it like that. So you can mess about for free, save it as an image, and then that's pretty much. Obviously it isn't. So for example, this is Days Gone, isn't it? So for example, if I got a Days Gone one, you do start getting quite a lot of folders actually, so it's a bit of a headache, but I'm sure I had a Days Gone. So I've been doing like the Star Wars. These are all images I was sent as part of the game, which is fine. So there's no copyright or anything like that on it. And there's Days Gone like this one. So if I went onto that one, and then obviously you've got Days Gone there, so you can obviously mess about with that one. Or I think there's a better one actually in the pack, which was this one here. So if I go like that, remove the background, and you can get it like that. So it looks pretty neat actually. And as I said, it's all free. So that's how I do sort of the thumbnails. They're a little bit tacky. Sometimes some look all right, to be fair, for free. Some look really good. Some look a little bit questionable, but it's a bit of a balance of how much gameplay do you want to get in versus how long do you want to mess about making thumbnails. So yeah, so OBS, back to OBS. So yeah, so how I do OBS is quite straightforward. So I'll just set the mic up. It's all on this arrow key here. So you can set your image up, arrows. video properties. You can see USB device. So that's just the Razer webcam I've got plugged in. And then once you're on there, you can configure pretty much everything, brightness, zoom levels, all that sort of stuff, which is quite cool. I will be playing Call of Duty, yeah. So I will be playing Call of Duty in a minute. And it's been a while as well. So it's just a quick sort of start on how do you get thumbnails for games, how do you set everything up. So you have to be careful on OBS. Make sure if you are using a mic, make sure the audio here, which should be the game audio. So usually on properties, it's usually just default on there. So it's just the default audio from your desktop. But make sure that's less, otherwise you're talking over your gameplay. So, but yeah, I can actually play Call of Duty. So let's have a look. I'm not sure how you join. I've got Activision. You can add me on there if you want. Anyone's happy. As I say, if anyone wants me on Steam, just add me as well. So I think my Steam is, I think it is just Gaming Corner, YouTube, yeah, and it's that one. So quite straightforward. As I said, now I've got the SSD back on, I can actually play some games without uninstalling a game and yeah, playing another game. But yeah, so I've had little stuff like the sub counts, which I've turned off there. So if I went on to interact, except that one, you can see that's the sub count now in the corner. That's one people have been asking for, so you can obviously move that and keep it up there. I've had sort of like image there. If I was to take the video off and just have the thumbnail there, I could do that. So there's a few little bits you can do with it, just to make it straightforward. I think the image, this one was, I think it was sort of that ring, I'm sure it was. Then obviously you can do different setup ones like that if you were be right back sort of things. You can, yeah, so that was that one there. So that was like the little sort of neon thing which sort of matched my background. So that's what I had for quite a while, which I tend to use. Yeah, I think you can actually, you can still have people. Plus I've got Modern Warfare 3 on Xbox, so yeah. I'm sure it's just Ethan133 actually, pretty sure it is. But yeah, I'll load it up now anyway. So I'm not sure on the ring anymore. I used to always have it because it used to sort of brighten up the screen and used to look alright. But I can. But if anyone's got any questions on OBS, yeah, just shout out. It's and then obviously you can do vertical scenes as well, which I think you can just download and put in. But I'm not, yeah, without messing about and breaking the stream. But you can have like a vertical one as well, and you can actually record. So you could actually start recording now like that. So this would then record onto the desktop whilst I'm streaming, which yeah, so if you wanted to do it offline as well, you can do. So yeah, loads to do on it. Just make sure you've not got two audios, which I've had a few times, and you start getting echoes and yeah, everything going a little bit crazy at times. So I'm happy to play any game. So if you want me to play Call of Duty, I will do. I've not played for quite some time actually, so yeah, so you'll see the screen if I drop this back somehow back onto this one, close all that off, and then yeah, good to go. I think I don't need to update drivers, do I? I'll just run it without the updated driver. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's have a look. There's always something with their Call of Duty. Absolute headache. So yeah, a little bit of a headache, isn't it? I'll just ignore it now and hopefully it doesn't mess up too much. But yeah, we'll get straight into it. So yeah, as I said, I've not played for quite some time actually. Oh my god, do that. It's one of those where you don't read it and yeah, you could be signing your life away to Activision. So, but I'm sure it probably won't be. But yeah, restart. This is what's frustrating with Call of Duty. Absolute headache at times. But yeah, we'll just have a couple of games. I'm not doing a massive stream today anyway. Yeah, not having not a massive stream, but it was more just to show you some OBS stuff and maybe a bit of gameplay or something. Whilst to be honest, Call of Duty suits whilst I've got this corporate haircut going on. So yeah, I got absolutely butchered at the hairdressers basically. So just a little bit off, and he started buzzing it off, and yeah, so a little bit crazy. But we'll just wait for the network connection. Hopefully it'll load. It's such a headache. So yeah, a bit of history really. So I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 1 2003. So God, absolutely hate. Can you skip these? Yeah, you can usually skip them, can't you? Battle pass. I used to get the battle passes. I do admit it, but not anymore. I'm well out of touch with the game, so it's so frustrating. Um, yeah, so it's so frustrating. Everything. The first thing that pops up is all the battle pass, and it's basically just throwing it down your throat a little bit. So it's really is frustrating. Um, maybe it's that one. Yeah, so I think it was. I did have quite a good one actually, and then Activision destroyed my account, which is a bit frustrating. You've had one from like day one, and then he absolutely destroy it. So I'm sure that's it. Yes, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what weapons I've got or anything. I've no idea anymore. Drive through. I've not even tried that map. We can try some new maps actually if you want. We can have a look. Horde Point sounds pretty crazy. But yeah, okay? Yeah, there's a lot of pushing the zombies, probably because the new game's coming out, isn't it? So I think they're yeah, they are pushing that. So let's go on multiplayer. Let's just try and see if it works, and hopefully we can get onto. Absolutely crazy, isn't it? Can try this one. Try this first, and I'll keep a look at the accounts if I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how you get any. Yeah, can you get notifications, people? I'm not really sure. But yeah, hopefully this will load. Usually domination all the way. But yeah, so I've been playing Call of Duty since 2003. Picked up Call of Duty 1 on PC, and then United Offensive, which was the expansion pack, which is so epic. It was so good. So it basically doubles up on the maps, and yeah, so that was 2004, so a year later. Yeah, massive game. I think there's about 24 maps. Probably guessing there might have been 32 maps, but it got to a point where there was loads of mods, a bit like all the PC games are now. So there was all like the zombie mods. You used to have like the Halo bubble. So it was zombies, basically zombies mode with like the Prodigy Voodoo People music on with the Halo bubble, and it was absolutely insane. And you got landmines and stuff, and there was like freeze tag modes. There was ones in like bouncy castles. There was also, it was absolute chaos, and this was like 2003, 2004, probably until about 2006, 7 really. Call of Duty 4 came out, so yeah, I used to actually have a clan on Call of Duty. It moved mainly onto Call of Duty 4, so I used to have freeze tag servers, competitive servers. And there's about 200 people actually in the clan, so it was absolutely massive. Started off as like a UK clan, and then sort of spread through Europe, and yeah, actually entered quite a few Call of Duty competitions. But this is all on console and PC, so it's a mixture. Used to play a lot of Killzone as well. Oh, okay, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. I thought I had that actually. Yeah, it's going to be chaos, this, isn't it? As I said, hopefully you can't hear the keyboard too much. Okay, this is the problem. I'm so out of date with the game. I feel like I'm a bit of a dinosaur, actually. Okay, we'll get there. Just be nice to get one kill, wouldn't it? Okay, there we go. One kill. That's enough. I can turn the game off now. We've achieved it. But yeah, so I was thinking I was going to do a bit of a stream today on. Oh, yeah, as I said, this is the first play on this map, so we'll probably should have got that weapon then, shouldn't I? But it doesn't matter. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm aiming too low as well. This is the problem. Oh, okay. We will get there. What's frustrating as well with this keyboard is it's so noisy. The Corsair keyboards are horrible for that. So I'll try and move my fingers as low as possible if I can. Okay, that was a hit, surely. Surely, I know I'm playing bad, but yeah. So I was going to do a live stream today, is in some gameplay, and just wanted to chill out a bit more. So I just thought if we jump on something like this, either COD or Siege, it's just get a few quick games in sort of things. And okay, everyone's running sort of that shield setup, aren't they? Which is crazy. Yeah, so Call of Duty UO was such a good game, and then moved on to Call of Duty 4 actually on PlayStation 3 and PC. I ended up picking it up on both and basically playing on PC more. That's when I tried console, and yeah, I just couldn't hack it at the time, which is funny because I probably spent the last 10 years actually on console more until last year when I got the PC back. So, but yeah, we'll try some other guns. I'm getting absolutely destroyed thinking I'm some insane sniper, and yeah, it's not going to plan, is it, at the minute? So sure I had other guns. I'm sure there was the not that gun. Is it that one? Yeah, I think this was more like the intervention, was that? I could be wrong. Okay, a little bit slower actually. But I always thought this was the better one. Just my aim's so off. Okay, so we've got him there. I'm so conscious, it's so noisy, the keyboard. Might just have to buy a cheap keyboard again and do it that way. Okay, I'll have a look now. There we go. Perfect. So what I can do is back out of this one in a minute and yeah, we'll get there. This might be the better gun possibly. Yeah, I've just accepted you now, so yeah, it's pretty, to be honest, cross-play is good actually. It does give people the chance of okay, I missed that there. And that one. And that one. Yeah, so it does give people the chance to play with friends, and obviously I actually don't play with anyone, I don't think. Yeah, I've only had a couple of sort of friends across sort of PC or console, so I don't really most of the people I've actually met through YouTube, which is cool. So yeah, so I've never really had sort of quite a strong, maybe everyone's grown up and I'm still stuck in the days of gaming. But yeah, I thought my key bindings were set, but obviously not. It's probably been 6 months or so since I played, maybe longer. So I know I've put one stream out, but it was having all the problems, sort of the RAM and the Norton antivirus kicking in. So I sort of gave up with the game and the PC. But yeah, so I did put quite a lot of hours onto Call of Duty 4 actually. As I said, I had quite a few servers which at the time you had to pay for, and then a lot of it was sort of covered through entering like competitions and a lot of the tournaments as well. So yeah, pretty cool actually. Okay, we'll get there. Yeah, I'll join another game in a minute and we can get some invites going. Is that it? I'm losing the keys. As I said, I've not played any sort of FPS apart from Siege for a while, so I'm a little bit rusty. Yeah, so Call of Duty 4, I played absolutely maxed out to the brains with that game. Then obviously played sort of like Black Ops 2, all the little Black Ops games, pretty much every Call of Duty. It's probably the last couple of years I've dropped off. I think the only one I didn't play was Cold War. I think that was the only one, which probably isn't a bad game actually. I just didn't give it a chance. Yeah, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? But obviously didn't happen. I need to set some classes up as well. That was the other one. Such a good gun this actually. It was so good, but I don't want to be one of them people where they're just camping. I'll move too soon there, doesn't I? Always been one where I'd rather die than sort of hard scope, but sometimes you. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, I'll change some guns up as well in a minute, and we'll mix it up a little bit. But yeah, some crazy guns, isn't there? Okay. Okay, like that. I'm not even sure what I've got, to be honest. We can have a look. I've got that gun, which is all right. It's not actually a great gun, to be honest. It looks better than it is, I think. But yeah, I've always just preferred sniping. But it's going to take a while, isn't it? Just get back into it, I think. It's like any game, a bit like I played a lot of Siege back in the day, and you have like a season out, and yeah, it feels like you're starting again sometimes. So yeah, it's probably the same with Call of Duty. Call of Duty's got so competitive now, and there's so many more people playing it. So yeah, I think when I sort of started playing, it was yeah, quite a small audience actually, and then it's just grown and grown, isn't it? And it's an absolute massive game now. Keep hitting my PC with a mouse. I've got everything like bunched together, a little bit OCD with stuff, and see what other guns we've got, can't we? This is quite a cool one. I'm not sure where I got this one from, but I'm trying to think how you inspect. There we go. Yeah, it's quite a good one for Halloween actually. I've had it quite a few years. I think it's from the last game in Modern Warfare 2 maybe, when they transferred the gun sort of skins across. So, but yeah, absolutely destroys. Such a good gun actually. But yeah, my fingers just can't cope with all the movement, and it's going to be even crazier on the new game, isn't it? With like the Omni movement or whatever it is. It's like all the 3D sort of diving, and yeah, it's going to be insane. Yeah, it's pretty cool gun this actually. So as I said, I just need to move my keyboard and mouse to get a bit more dialed in on everything. Look at that aim, so bad. It doesn't help playing Siege actually, because you get used to like sort of pre-firing a lot of places, and whether it's the same on Call of Duty, I'm not sure, but yeah, you sort of get used to pre-firing bits. It looks like your aim's absolutely shocking, but it probably is actually. So as I said, I'm not sure key bindings. We do that one. It's an insane map bad actually, which is quite cool. But as I said, last stream I did have hair, and it's all been buzzed off, which is crazy. So yeah, I wasn't impressed actually. I thought it's going to grow. My hair does grow, but obviously I've always had quite a bad like Dracula hairline thing going on. But it's touch wood, never actually got worse. So I've always had this, but usually looks a bit better. But yeah, let's have a look here. Not bothered which one either. So whilst we're just waiting, I can show you some classes. As I said, I've not really dialed the classes in really. There's probably loads of guns I've not unlocked. As I said, I've not really played the game for a while. There's probably new guns. I've got sort of the ghillie up guns, a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's the sand one, isn't it? Like with the 3D sort of thing. I don't know how rare it was. It was just, I think it was just a few challenges, like a limited time challenge you could do. We've got the XKR, got that thing. I'm not sure what that is. We've got this thing. Not even sure if that's a good skin or not. As I said, I never get too bothered about the skins or anything. And I do on Siege, Black Ice, and some of the ones. So yeah, what should we do? What should we try? We can try this. I think this is the funny one with the laser, isn't it? Which is a little bit of a funny gun, but can give it a try. I think you have to not do that. Oh, I think the key. Yeah, so I've been playing Siege too much. I'm trying to work out. Okay, so it's V like that. Yeah, so it's got like the multi-scope sort of thing going on, which is yeah. At first, I didn't even know you could do that. I thought the gun was like that. So I thought, what is this? And then realised actually it's not as bad as it. Yeah, not as bad as it seems, sort of thing. But yeah, I do need to move the keyboard and the mouse as well. So, but yeah, hopefully we can get some actually get some kills. Obviously, this gameplay it doesn't really go off kills, does it so much? But it's more time on the hard point, isn't it? So you can sort of go absolutely crazy, get your KD pretty high, and obviously it doesn't really count for much. This is where I change loadout, blaming the gun, and it's probably just me, isn't it? But let's have a look. Not sure what the hell that move was, but not. Okay, we'll get an executing, which is a rare one. Bit of a double sword sort of thing going on there, isn't there? That was unlucky. I'm aiming at the body too much. Just playing it safe, but I've not really set the classes up either, so there's probably a lot of better classes I've not even looked at, but I think that was the best gun, wasn't it? What else have we got? I'm not even sure what this is. What's this gun? This is sand one, isn't it? I'm not even sure. We'll try it. God, thought that was an enemy then. So bad at this game now. Yeah, you wouldn't think I've been playing 21 years, would you? It's like most of my life. I keep thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing? Still playing games, but as I said, it's I just do it for fun at the minute. I don't claim to be good at any game. It's just a process, isn't it? I do enjoy it. It's good to meet people and speak to people and help people with their own sort of YouTube journeys, and yeah, it's good getting that interaction off people. I've always been like that. I've always tried to help people, even at work. I do mentor quite a lot of people as well, and yeah, it's one thing I'm quite big on, helping people. It does annoy me, like you see a lot of the, I'd say quite big YouTube channels. Oh my god! And yeah, people sort of follow the videos, put a lot of time, and you don't get a response. But I've made sure I respond to every comment and make videos where I can to help people if there's any sort of tech questions or games, or even like when we do the giveaways. A lot of reasons behind the giveaways are to try and help people get games they might not be able to afford or might not be able to get for a while. So or even games you might not even think about playing, or yeah, so it's yeah, it's good to try and help people out. Should we get some revenge? Is that revenge? Possibly. I don't, not sure what all the numbers are anymore. But yeah, I seem to have a bit of a love-hate. I think I really enjoyed, as I say, Call of Duty 1, 2, a good Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, obviously, such a good game. Modern Warfare 3 was good, actually. Not as good. The intervention didn't feel like this. Was it even the intervention? The game just took a bit of a turn, didn't it, with the feel? I think Modern Warfare had that snappy feel to it. Black Ops has always felt a bit more realistic, a little bit more boots on the ground sort of thing. I'm not sure. Okay, it's so bad aim, but I'm not bothered. A kill is a kill at the minute. We'll try and get this one going again, see if we can get a kill. As I said, I'm not doing very well, am I? But we'll see what we can do. It's a pretty cool map, actually. I'll give them that. It's quite a good map. So we're sort of stuck in here, aren't we, now? My God, there's turrets. Just hoping we can get like a bit of an angle here, which I've just missed, haven't I? But yeah, if we can get an angle there, that'd be like that. There we go, perfect. So my aim's coming back a little bit. Not much, but every minute it's improving slightly, or every hour. So there's a lot of leeway as well, isn't there, with the game, but could do with any. I'm not sure if EMPs counter anything like that. Okay, look at that, no scope. Oh, I've missed it. I tend to sort of get a couple of kills and then you panic. But okay, we'll get. Was that it? I thought that was a hit then, but maybe not. Yeah, so the game's running a lot better actually since I uninstalled Norton antivirus. So basically, Norton antivirus was an absolute headache, and it was causing all the games to sort of freeze and lag really bad actually. So I uninstalled it, and it's been really good actually since then. Everything's been smooth, and I even bought extra RAM thinking it was the RAM when it wasn't. So yeah, so it's I genuinely thought it was the RAM because I had sort of 16 gig at the time, and I was getting a lot of issues with it. But no, it's Norton antivirus sending the game crazy, which was yeah, frustrating actually. So like a service you sort of pay for, and had to uninstall it sort of thing. But yeah, we'll try this out again. I think this was the only gun I was doing well at. So yeah, I think, are we going to lose? To be honest, to say we've been dying a lot, we've actually been doing all right. Whether it's the aim. I'm better on controller for some reason, which is crazy. I am actually a lot better on controller. I don't know why. To say I was sort of always played on PC and then been on console for so long. I think it's just been hard to get back onto PC. It was probably 15 years nearly, I'd say. Maybe 14, yeah, 14, 15 years of actually having a PC. And yeah, it's absolutely not done me any good anyway. Okay, I thought I had that then. So I'm not sure what other guns are, to be honest. I don't know. I'll have to just set a couple up. What we could do with winning this one actually would be okay, they must have some sort of armor on us. There must be something going on because that's quite a few hits there, and yeah, just nothing going on. So yeah, at least we got some revenge. But so if we just defend that one. I'm stuck. Ah, I forgot that was a thing actually. Such a bad grenade. I ran into the wall then and got sort of stuck on it. I will do some Warzone. I'm going to have to do Warzone after. So I was just doing a few quick games. And then I can do some Warzone after. I've not played Warzone for, God, 12 months at least, maybe longer. So it's, yeah, it's actually been a while. So I should be quite good at the game, playing a lot of Siege. I should be good at the angles, but I'm not. I'm completely completely off with everything. And, maybe we'll give this a go. You've got like a laser on it and I'm still bad. Just want to win. I don't think we'll win, will we? We're slipping behind now, which is frustrating. Okay, I didn't have a grenade either there. Ah, drop shot, fail. So far to run. This is the thing where it's not the kills, it's the time, isn't it? So we just need to get onto it. Yeah, we're a bit behind now, guys. I do apologise. We should... okay, if we can get this one. Just going to have to watch this. Contested. Oh, it's frustrating. I moved at the last... It's always the case, that, isn't it? Moving at the last minute. Have we got any more points? At least they're holding it, though. Yeah, I need something a little bit. Maybe this one's the better gun. We'll try it again. It didn't seem too bad, did it? So let's try it again. I just need something a little bit more shots per minute sort of thing going on. Which the MP, I think it's an MP7 sort of thing, isn't it? So hopefully a bit more snap to it. Okay, that was bad. This is the problem as well when you start rushing. This is when you start making making the mistakes a little bit. So I don't think you can get on there, can you? Just going to play it safe around this way. Okay. Yeah, hopefully. I keep pressing that. I need to sort the key bindings out. And, I'll have to run round and it's frustrating. That's 3 of them as well. At least it puts not sure how long this game is actually. We're probably going to lose, aren't we? Which is frustrating, but see, the laser thing doesn't help, does it? That doesn't help. I don't think I've ever tried a shotgun in the game. Let's try this one. Maybe this is a good gun. I thought this was the original gun, actually, sort of one of the sort of basic guns, but I might be wrong. God, I've got hard scoped. At least I've completed a challenge. Probably die over 50 times or something. Die. Yeah, hopefully not. So I don't know. Oh, look at that. So close. So close. Not even sure if you can type. As I said, it's... can you type? Can't believe how close that was. Like, we're so behind and... so frustrating. Yeah. I think the deaths and kills are probably the wrong way, but it's the first game, well, second, sort of first full game on after 6 months. That's all right, but yeah. So I'm going to end the stream in a minute, guys. But I'm not sure what we've got for that. As I said, a lot of the stuff you end up having to pay, don't you? So pay for, which is frustrating. It's the same with Siege as well. You end up unlocking quite a lot of the battle pass, but you can't actually unlock it. So, and if you do unlock it, then you have to buy it, and yeah, it gets a bit of a headache actually. Like this sort of stuff. The only thing I actually did buy was one of the packs, which was for the multiplayer, the Overgrown. I think it was Overgrown 2. Actually, you get the gillied, sort of the all gillied up sort of gun, which is one of these. That one there, which is such an epic gun. Actually, it's definitely worth buying that one. Then we've got that one, which looks pretty epic actually as well. And then just a few random guns. That's pretty cool. And just, yeah, so I could do with unlocking a few more guns. I don't think I've really unlocked a lot of stuff really. What's going to change actually from the new Black Ops, I think it's Black Ops 6 coming out. It's going to be like a completely fresh start to the game. So basically everything you've unlocked since 2019 is just going to disappear. So yeah, where they've now sort of carried stuff across through the games from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2 and 3, they've they're going to remove everything. So yeah, a bit frustrating, especially if you've spent a lot of money. So this is the risk, isn't it? Of you could spend like, God, I wouldn't even like to know. You could spend at least £100 a year, couldn't you, buying sort of the battle passes and buying sort of the ultimate editions. And yeah, and then sort of 5-10 years down the line, you look back and it's not worth anything. So it's always a risk, unless you play Counter-Strike and some of the classics where a lot of the old skins are actually worth quite a lot of money. But yeah, stuff like this isn't, is it? So, as I said, it's yeah, I've got a few little side guns as well. I seem to have that down for everything. Maybe that's the only one I've unlocked, maybe. Possibly is actually. And then whatever these variants are as well, we've got a few guns there. Yeah, so, but yeah, appreciate everyone joining. As I said, the first part of the stream was basically just on the OBS, which was not even sure if it won't do it whilst I'm on the game, but it was basically just trying to show people some of the bits on OBS as well. So as I said, you can have like your sub count at the top, so you can probably see the sub count now on the top right. If I took that off and put that image up and then turn the video off, so there's a few little bits you can do. I'm not a master of OBS, but it was just trying to get people onto streaming. So if anyone sat there watching the streams and thinking, well, how do you get into streaming, that's it, just try it for yourself. So there's ways to get capture cards on consoles. There's also stuff like this OBS free to go. So yeah, so if anyone needs any help setting anything up, just just let me know. But I'll end the stream now, guys. As I said, I do need to do some actual gameplay. Like, we need to finish Star Wars off. We need to finish God of War off. I'll get the new God of War, I think that's on the list. Space Marine 2 is on the list. I just wanted the hype to die down a little bit. As I said, from a small channel, if I buy games too early, I'm just competing with some of the larger channels. So I tend to wait for all the big channels to have their moment and come in at the back end with some of the streams. And yeah, hopefully a bit more, I'd probably say a bit more relatable with a smaller channel. And yeah, it just gives people an idea and a bit more of a personal approach to it. As I said, I do a lot of Q&As and live streams. So, but yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. I'll end the stream now, and I'll try and get on after as well, get onto that Warzone. So yeah, and I think you're on there still, which is pretty cool actually. That's my I think I've had that since Modern War 2019. I think it was one of the first ones. I can't remember, but yeah, I'll yeah, so I'll end the stream now and exit this. But yeah, let's have a look. So I'm gonna have to back out, aren't I? And probably just close it that way. I'm not even sure how you turn the game off. It's been that long. And then, as I said, all the OBS stuff. Doesn't like me moving stuff about, but that's it there. So yeah, so we'll end the stream there. But thanks for joining, everyone, and I'll yeah, see you all shortly.